Hey everyone, what I have here is the iPhone 4 and I have the new Blackberry Torch 9860, the fully touchscreen Blackberry Torch, aka Storm 3. So a lot of my viewers have been wanting me to do a comparison between the two, so here we go. First of all, I'll do some physical spec comparisons. So lengthwise, the Blackberry Torch is slightly longer. Thickness, I would say that the Torch is slightly thicker as well. And how wide it is, slightly wider as well. So this is how the Torch has the typical BlackBerry feel, the newer age BlackBerry feel, which I do like. It's a lot better than the older Curve 8300 series phones, which in the old Pearls. So it's a lot nicer of a feeling, more of a luxurious feeling on it. iPhone 4 typical, they got the metal bezel around, which I really like, improvements over the iPhone 3. So I'll just show you kind of speed-wise what we're looking at as far as comparing both of them. So going through, they're both very smooth. I mean, I know this isn't any hard evidence that it's a good device or whatnot just by doing this, but this is one test that a lot of people do just to show the smoothness of the devices. So the Torch is very smooth. The iPhone obviously is very smooth. The iPhone's a little bit faster scrolling through. Could be just software improvements because the processor in the new Torch is very high. I'm going to do a little bit of a browser comparison. I've got both of them set on Google right now, and I've got them both set on my same Wi-Fi network. I'm going to go onto a site, cnn.com, one of the common sites that I do some tests with. Oops, go back here. cnn. So one thing that I've had quite a bit of use between both the phones. One thing that I do find is the keyboard on the new Torch. It's not as easy to use. Like just looking at the buttons wise, I mean, you can see the buttons on the iPhone 4 are bigger, so it is a little bit easier to type on the iPhone 4. Both of them obviously can do the side flip thing here, so you can type that way, which makes them bigger. Also, again, iPhone is a little bit bigger button wise, a little bit more precise for typing on when you do it that way as well. So we're going to go on to the site. So we've got both sites here loaded, and we're going to do a little bit of a race and see which one can do it faster. Oops. I get this set up again. cnn.com. 1, 2, 3. iPhone having trouble loading the web page, so we're gonna try that again. What's going on here? Safari can open package, not connected to the internet. Okay, having a little bit of trouble with my Wi-Fi. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop the video here, and I'm just gonna try and fix my Wi-Fi and see if I can get this going. I'll be right back. Hey guys, we're back. I'm still having a little bit of problems getting my Wi-Fi working. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to tell you a couple of things. So obviously the iPhone browser is now known to be one of the benchmarks for a browser experience. The BlackBerry now has kind of caught up in that sense. I'll show you browser-wise. We're going to try and go into desktop mode here, full site. For some reason the Wi-Fi on my BlackBerry is working, but it's not working on my iPhone. So there you have it. So that's kind of the browser experience. You can still see the squaring when it's loading a little bit, but other than that, it does look more like a true browser. This is more of the iPhone type browser now on the newer devices, which is a huge thing for RIM. That's something that they've been trying to get time over time. I think they finally have got their browser done. So you can see that the browser, it's very nice, very precise once everything loads up. It's got that pinch to zoom, which does run smoothly. I just clicked on something, that's why it's loading. It is a really nice browser. I've used this phone quite a bit. I can tell you the browser experience on it is equal to the iPhone now. So very impressed browser experience. I'm going to go over camera-wise now. So camera, both 5 megapixel, both have the LED flash. BlackBerry has a little bit bigger of a flash. BlackBerry's gone towards this new always in focus type camera with the Bullet 9900 and the Torch 9860. I'm not a fan of it, to be honest. I did like the autofocus. They have kept the autofocus on the 9810 though, which is nice. They both take 720p HD video, which is now becoming a standard for the smartphones. We'll see if the new iPhone 5 comes out with a 1080p HD video, but that's pretty good as well. So one thing I can tell you for sure is a huge thing about the smartphones now is apps. So you can see I've got tons of apps on my iPhone. I actually haven't loaded any apps on my Torch 9860, but I can tell you for sure I don't use my 9860 for apps just because the apps are nowhere near the quality as the Apple product apps. A lot of the developers obviously have gone towards Apple for apps. The Google Android software is coming up for apps as well. A lot of developers going there now, but still BlackBerry is very behind in the apps, which is a little bit of a disappointment. Everyone's going to ask, well, which one's the winner? I'm a huge BlackBerry fan, as you can see by all my BlackBerry videos. I've been a little bit biased towards BlackBerries in the past, which I'm now trying to be not biased. I'm going to do a fair comparison between the phones. If I were to personally pick between these two phones, I'm going to have to unfortunately say, or not unfortunately say, but because I'm such a BlackBerry fan, I'm going to say that I would pick the iPhone. Just because, well, for a full touchscreen experience, the browser's equal, the keyboard's better on this one, the apps are there. Obviously, the only downfall is I'm not going to have BBM. If you're used to BBM, you want the full web browsing experience, go with the Torch 9860. It's still a great phone. It's not a bad phone by any means, you just don't get your apps. So if you're not a huge app person, then go with the Torch. If you like the apps, like the games, I do like my apps and games, then go with the iPhone 4. So there you have it. There's no real winner though. It's obviously whatever suits you. So if the Torch suits you, then get the Torch. If the iPhone suits you, get the iPhone. Me personally, I would pick the iPhone. That's just me though. Anyways, hope you like my review. Love to hear about all your comments, questions down below. Thanks a lot, guys.